Well, hello everyone. How
Hey,
and what's happening?
hey.
I I see you're wearing. It's been a long road getting from there to here, Moo Moo.
Baby, let me tell you something. Not only has it been a long road getting from here to there, it's the I don't give a fuck because I think you can see through a whole motherfucker, and I'm fine
Mhm.
with that too. How about that? Ah,
Hallelujah.
come on, somebody. But
Yes.
yes, that's what we're gonna call it. It's been a long road getting there. That moo. Yes, that's where we are.
So how's
Mm-hmm.
everyone doing today? I see
What's new?
Lola was the first to join, and Desmond.
Come on, Lola. You was number one in the room. Listen, Des. Let me listen. Let me. There's only three. It's only just the four of us in here. Desmond, I'm gonna call you after the show, baby, because I got stuff to tell you about your sister, honey. And I listen. Listen.
Listen
That's all
to
I'm
the
saying.
song. Best friend never responded
I was waiting because that's why I was like, let me put this out here, and still not near response.
because I think one of our activities for our trip to Florida is going to be a reenactment of It's All Over. So I think he can play uh, Sharon, the new girl.
Oh God.
I mean, of course, I am Effie. I mean, of course, who else could it be?
Are you really Effie? I mean, are you really? Is that what we're doing? We starting off already. We ain't even got down there, and we already having dissension before we get down there.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
And I am telling you,
But I need you to emote.
I'm not going.
It's the small
You're
stuff
the
too.
best man I ever know.
I'm judging.
There's no way I can ever go. No, no, there's no way.
One chop,
No, 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 no way. I'm living without you.
two chops.
I'm not living without you. I don't want to be
Three
free.
chops.
And
Mm-hmm,
I'm staying.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
you, you're gonna love
Listen,
me. Yeah.
we can have auditions for it,
Excuse
and
me?
we can have auditions for that part, and let everyone choose, and it's okay. But I'm just saying,
Well, you get to be Curtis. Or did you want to be Dina?
I don't know. I have to think about
Because
it.
you ain't nothing but common.
Now, who you calling common? You self-indulgent.
Self-absorbed, not professional.
I'm
You!
professional.
I'm calling you. I'm calling you the common piece he's knocking off. Elimination is in and Blade is in.
Oh, then I got to fight with them too. You know they're gonna want to try to take up the screen. Oh no, ma'am.
Oh no.
No, ma'am.
I think Blade has Laurel on lock.
We can make we can give him Laurel. We can give him Laurel.
Mhm. I see
Actually,
you as Curtis because I mean it's yours and my thing. So one of us got to be Dina, not Dina. One of us got to be Curtis, and the other one got to be Effie. And I still have two more, because I am changing. You know, there's a lot going on. Here. I
wait a
mean, the
minute.
original
Wait,
title
wait.
of the whole thing was Effie's story.
So wait a minute. Let me just make sure I
Mhm.
understand this correctly.
Yes,
So you have assumed the role of Effie,
yes,
and you get ready to do four. You get ready to do four numbers,
yes.
laid this out, and we ain't had not near we having this conversation now.
We are. I mean, Curtis has a number you could do. Come on. I'm gonna cue you in. 3, 2, 1. When I first saw you.
First of all, when the way you do that song, we talk about anyone that fits that description that is everything for you. The look on your face is like, if something walks and fits that description, you'll be like, and all I see is you just being like, it's kind of like that fine line between stalker and like sexual deviant. Very fine line.
I don't know about all of that, but anyway, so you get to be Curtis. And
well, listen, it's not the part that makes the person, it's the person that makes the part. So either any part
I can see you, and I can see you as Dina, because it is Dina Jones and the Dreams after that.
I mean, any part I get thrown into, I'm fine.
I can see you doing. So are we gonna? So here's the thing: are we just gonna do that one song, or are we gonna do like the whole fucking?
Well, if we have
the wigs and we can turn.
If we got 4 people, then we might as well go ahead and do the whole thing. And listen, I don't know about y'all. I got my own. I got my own wigs, I'm good. I just have to throw them in the bag. I'm good.
We're not all like you, honey. We don't all have 500 wigs.
I don't have 500. I might have 5, but I don't have 500.
Well, we'll find a little thrift store in the gay neighborhood and find us some wigs that we can make work.
I mean, I can let y'all borrow one. That's cool. I can let y'all borrow one.
Well, good. We'll figure it all out. We still got 3 months, so we'll map this all out. So we'll figure out what songs we want to do.
But I'm here for the whole entire thing. Like I enjoy doing the remakes. I enjoy us just being just clowning in front of the camera. So I enjoy it. I'm good with it either way.
And then of course there's heavy, heavy. You are so heavy, baby. Why are you singing so loud? I don't know what you're talking about. We'll take it again from the top. And 3, 2, 1. Heavy, heavy. You are so heavy, baby.
But it's the push of the microphone. That's the part. That right there it's the push of the microphone. It's the push. It's the
all
push.
Right. So that's that. So how has it been since last show? I will tell you. I don't generally go back and watch the show afterwards, at least not for like a couple of weeks. But I was really energized with having Racine on the show. When I tell you she was dropping dimes and wisdoms and knowledge on and everything, it was awesome. So how has it been since how has your week been since the last time we were all together?
Listen, my week has been phenomenal. And yes, last week's show was amazing. I thoroughly enjoy her Racine as a person. And so I was happy to put, 2 of my favorite things together. This and this platform and her and just talking about stuff. And I keep laughing because all I keep thinking about is, she is the queen of the shameless plug. So, it's okay. But the week has been interesting. Even though it's been short for me already, the week has already had some challenges as far as the Black Degree Factory are concerned. But in some very weird way, I kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel, if that makes any sense. I just see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So I don't know, maybe it's a reflection off of somebody's pants or a zipper or something in the darkness, and somebody's trying to find out what's going on, and there's a light from a camera or something is reflecting. I don't know, but I do see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, just a little bit.
Good.
But for the most part, it's been a pretty good week. I had a planned trip to hang out with the Besties family for a birthday celebration in Detroit. And if anybody's ever Detroit is already a place of itself that is, it's got a lot going on. But baby, when you add the family, now listen, I'm gonna talk about this because I consider them my family too. But baby, listen, I loves me some good old ratchetness. And baby, it was ratchet, but it was like a calm ratchet. But I enjoyed it. I had so much fun though. I was so much fun. So much fun.
So we gotta say hello. So Greg has joined us from San Francisco, and Grace and Josh. And Josh is excited because they've officially made their 6th mortgage payment. So congratulations.
Congratulations on that. But wait a minute, y'all made y'all 6th mortgage payment over there. What about over here? We need a mortgage payment over here. Hello.
I mean,
if you give it out mortgage payments, I mean, come on.
Right. A bitch need their mortgage paid. Come on.
Come on. But congratulations though.
So what all happened in Detroit?
Listen, it was good. It was a birthday celebration. Of course, you know, when you show up, everybody's like, "Oh my God, cousin!" I'm like, "Hey." So, but listen, all that did was made me free labor. That's all that did. That made me free labor. So I was sitting up there like, okay, moving stuff, putting stuff together, moving stuff around. I was like, okay, here we go. And like I said, I had a really good time. It was an open bar, which was already I was hooked right there. I was like, okay, cool.
Open bar. This wasn't at somebody's house.
No, it was rented out at a. It was rented out. It was one of the rooms, like party rooms, inside the back of a church, and it was like this huge open space. Like it was huge.
What,
it was
an open bar?
She had to bring in her own liquor and stuff and set the bar up, but it's still a party room, so they would rent it out. I guess that's how they're making their money. Yeah. And you know, listen, if Roman Catholic, you know, listen. When I worked at,
maybe Jesus turned water into wine, so there we go.
And all I'm saying is, when I worked at a small private Catholic institution in the western part of Pennsylvania, when I tell you my first Christmas party there, when I tell you I've seen more liquor in an office than anywhere else, baby, I didn't realize how much liquor could fit on an office desk. I didn't realize how much, baby, it will go down as legendary. Because when I tell you I partied like nope. But that was back in 1990, whatever, you know. But this weekend, it was good.
Good.
It was real good. And wait. I actually got a chance to go to Del Taco.
Oh, okay.
Baby, the tacos at Del Taco are slamming. They are tacoing. I've been to Del Taco once or twice in LA, and it was always quite festive. It was slamming. I was like, okay, this is cute. All right. So I had a good time with that. But you know, and also for those of you that have their legal cards, and you know, we try to stay above the law and everything. And so all those that are participating in legal cannabis and stuff, baby, it was so cheap in comparison to the Maryland, DC.
You put like 20 pounds in your luggage?
Absolutely not. Because see, I'm always nervous about coming back home and getting pulled over, and they'll be like, "Well, what's your that?" Nope, you won't get me. Nope, no sir, no sir.
Just put it in a couple of balloons in your butthole. They will never find it there.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but there's also some truth.
Inside of every reed is a small bit of truth.
Just a little bit. But yeah, but the week was good though. I got to part of my trip. Bestie has a electric car, and so it was interesting because we took this whole trip in his electric car. So we had to. It was interesting to watch the process of how you stop and charge up, and how long it actually takes, and all that good stuff. And it was pretty. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think every trip we stopped twice going up there to charge up, and it took us anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, like 30 to 45 minutes to charge up and go from like 20 or no, like maybe 50 miles up to the maximum, which was like 240 or 250, something like that he had on his car. So it wasn't a whole lot, but again, we were still able to get pretty far. And for the amount of the pricing, it's still a little bit cheaper than gas, but I was just concerned about the charging part and how long it would actually take. But a lot of people pulled up. There's a whole different, Tesla has their own stuff. There's a couple different companies called Electrify America and another one that we had to stop at. You have to make sure that they have the right electric connection, and but it was good. It was real good. I didn't have any issues. The car got up. It was, it was moving. It did everything it needed to do. It was great. It was a great trip. So I was happy that I can say that I've experienced that a little bit of distance on the way up there. But let me also start back in this. Let me talk about Amtrak first, because the deal was me and best friend were supposed to ride up from here, but there was a funeral that happened before we were to leave to go to Detroit. The funeral was in Pittsburgh, so it's halfway in between, and we had planned on stopping in Pittsburgh anyway, and then going on, because they didn't want to do the whole trip all together, because it was like 4 hours from here and then maybe like 5 hours from Pittsburgh, whatever. So I had to catch the train from DC to Pittsburgh. The train was 4 hours late coming up the Floridian, and by the time I got to Pittsburgh, it was almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I was dog tired. Tired. And I still haven't written my white woman letter to Amtrak to complain about my services or whatever, but I was not happy.
Yeah.
Not happy for that delay. And I messed up a daggone DNA appointment because we got there too late. So I was real pissed off about that.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Anyway, how was your week, and how has your week been since we last met and we last chit-chatted with Racine and one another?
I have a new job. I work at a company called Tarcam now. And so I'll be sharing stories about Tarcam in the future. So, but yes.
I'm confused. Now, last week, I'm confusion, because last we spoke, we talked about some changes, but it has already been in effect. Like, that's what we're doing. Is this a subsidiary of the other company? I'm missing something.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Look at me. Look at me.
Here she goes.
I am changing. Trying every way that I can. I am changing. I'll be better than
exactly, eccentric. What? Like what? Redacted. Exactly. That.
Yeah. So I work for Tarcam. I'm playing, or Tracma. Yeah. It's Tram. Yeah. Tracma. Yeah. It'll work. It'll be fine. I work for Tracma now.
I hate you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should. Anyway, so everything's cool at Tracma, or it's the same nonsense as everywhere else. Ironically, it's almost the exact same nonsense.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. And yeah. So that's that. But this weekend, so Saturday, we, meaning Onyx, we were participated in an event with this online sexual health portal called Libido Health. And that was nice. So we talked about power dynamics. I participated in their podcast, and that was fun. And then I jumped on the train and hightailed it up to Philadelphia because I was going to a party. So those of you in the know will have heard of Horse Market. And so the original Horse Market parties were in Berlin, and it was whatever horse market is in German. And they bought the concept.
Market.
Yes.
I like that.
You know, Sprechen the horse market. But they brought the concept over to the States, and you know, they had it here. But every time they have a horse market, it's either something else is going on or I'm just super busy, because like they have a horse market during MAL, but it's right when we have the gear show, so I can't go. They had one in San Francisco when I was there for Dory, but for the 2 nights it was like $185 to go. And I'm like, girl, people are fucking for free.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't go then. So this was not affiliated with Horse Market, but it was a market part. The party was called Market, so it's the same concept. So in the horse market concept, Grace said, she said, do tell to me talking about Trachma or Tramka, excuse me. Or is it Camtar? Or is it Art Cam? You know, it's doing business as, you know what I'm saying? It's Camtar doing business as Tramka, doing business as Art Cam, or Tarmac, or Tarcam, or Tarkma. Yeah, Tarkma.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, Tarkma. And anyway, so I took the train up. And so for those of you who don't know what a horse market party is, so at a horse market or a horse fair, there are stallions and there are mares. And stallions mount the mares, as is tradition. And the way that a horse market works, like in a veterinary sense, is that to keep the mares calm, the mares are generally blindfolded. or they have blinders on so that, you know, they don't rear back and, you know, kick the mare or kick the stallion, you know, in, you know, the stallion bits or anything else. So that's how these parties are. There are usually a bunch of mares who are blindfolded. They either have like a blindfold on or a hood or something, and then they are mounted by a number of stallions. And what usually happens is that the mares have different color hoods for whether they want to be mounted with or without protection. Josh is asking, is there somewhere I can sign up, asking for a friend?
I mean,
there will almost certainly be a horse market party during MAL, but like the last time they had it, it was during the gear show. So, you know, whether you want to not be there for your father-in-law is, you know, that's up to you.
I mean, no pressure, Josh. None at all. I'm just saying, no pressure, but
so I went to this Lola's. This is not the horse market.
But why not, Lola? Why not? What would make you think?
I don't think that this is quite the kind of party for you. And I think that now an all women version of horse market could be interesting, but a male female version of horse market feels like a lot. I just don't know that there are. I feel so. These kinds of things exist in the gay community in real life a lot. I don't think that exists in the heterosexual or pan community as much. Are there parties where, you know, there are a few women getting fucked by like 500 dudes? Yes, but not nearly as much as straight men would like it to be. But in the gay community, it happens a lot.
Indeed.
And so this party was an organization called, this is not a secret, the organization is called MOC, Men of Color. So they have parties all the time at this little spot in, I think this was South Philly. I don't know exactly where it was. I know we weren't in Central City.
Center City, not Central Philadelphia, Center City.
Sure, girl. Yeah, okay.
I'm just telling you how.
All I know is that I was told after the party was over that if I wanted to keep the party going, that the bookstores were down the street, even though this was a residential neighborhood.
That's Center City. You were probably over near Rittenhouse Square or something, possibly.
No. We were no. I'll show you the address where the party was. It was definitely out. We had to get up on the interstate and go around, and it was out. I don't want to give out the address because I'm just not going to do that. But anyway, so it kind of gave me vibes of 442 Natoma. It was essentially a row house or whatever you call them in Philadelphia that they converted into a club. So on the main level is a little bar where it's BYOB, and then upstairs were where all of the mayors were. And they had 14 mayors, which I was like, this is great. But they didn't have, I don't even think it was a whole 10 stallions. So it was one of the few sort of sex functions that I've been to where there were a lot more bottoms than tops, because normally,
no, that sounds about normal. That there are more bottoms than tops. That sounds about normal.
Not at the sex club.
Yeah.
And not at these sort of horse market events, because that's the whole thing.
Well, maybe not the horse market event, but for the most part, it seems to be that generally tend to be more bottoms than there are tops, generally.
So while I had a wonderful time, because I know how to have a wonderful time pretty much anywhere that I want to go, it wasn't quite. It could have been more fun, I think, if there had been a lot more tops, because, or stallions, because I enjoy the kind of sexual frenzy, the energy of a lot of people. And because there were the balance between tops and bottoms were off, essentially you walk into the room and all of the bottoms are ass up or in a sling, and you could just sort of at your leisure walk over, fuck whoever you wanted, and go. It wasn't like a bunch of people and taking the turns and all of that. Like, Greg, like in the regular market, there's 2 stallions to each mare. That's the ratio they enforce. Why? I think because that gives a certain energy, and this felt more it was like I was going shopping for a place to put my penis, which is fine. And there were enough bodies and different types. So it wasn't just, all skinny dudes or all black guys. I mean, there were lots of different body types, and, they had the vocal ones that I really like. So I enjoyed myself. So I hope when I go back, that I don't know that they have this function super often, so it may not have the sort of penetration, no pun intended, in society or in whatever. So I had a wonderful time, and so then I Ubered back down to Center City, and because I thought the joint was going to end like at 3, so I was going to stay there, hang out in the little lobby, catch an Uber back, and then take the train on home.
Right.
But the joint ended at 1:00, so I had like 3 hours to kill. And so I made it back downtown to the bike stop. And just so happens is that some of the Onyx brothers from New York were down supporting what is that man's name? Laser.
Laser.
Yes, that guy. He gonna be mad if he ever hears this. But Laser was having
He
like
watches every now and then. Just so he all right. He cool.
yes,
Melik, he'll be all right.
yeah. So he was having an event, and so the event had like a meet and greet for his what do they call it? Pantheon Brothers, which is like a organization for black leather people in Philadelphia. And so we hung out there, and I had forgotten that the downstairs at the bike stop was a little shenanigan because I had not been. I couldn't. It had been a very long time since I've been there. So went there, hung out there for a minute, and then went to some spot that was open 24/7 and had a really good cheesesteak. Then it was time for me to catch the train on home.
Downtown, a good cheesesteak spot? I'm not sure, but 24 hours.
No. It was a 24-hour spot that sold a bunch of things. It was, it's a little spot where you could go pick up something after you come from the club because it got busy like around 2:00, right when the bike stop and everything else closed because everybody was there. And then,
I know what it wasn't. It wasn't the Midtown, which is what I remember. But okay, all right,
fine. Okay. So
that's some legendary food and eating and drama and conflama all at the same time.
Oh, well, yes, it wasn't quite all of that. What was the name of this the bike stop? Well, so wherever it was that I was there, I can't remember the name of it right now. But then I was like, girl, it's not that far to the train station. Bitch, it was 1.5 miles, and I walked it with this heavy ass backpack on my back. So my back is still hurting. So
I mean, but your penis felt good though, right?
Oh, baby.
So I mean,
and it's because of that this was me the next day. I was like, okay, I enjoy sticking it in random people, but I was like, whew. Before I left, I was like, let me make sure. Actually, 2 days before, I was like, girl, hold on.
Call and get that prescription. Make sure you got him in there. Yep.
How many pills is in here? Okay, good. I'm good. So as soon as I actually got home, because I caught the first thing smoking out of Philadelphia, which leaves at 4:20 a.m. I got back to DC at like 6:15. And of course, I'm sitting in business class, but it's one of the old business class with these leather chairs. And so I couldn't get comfortable because every 5 seconds.
Your ass was sliding.
I was like, Jesus Christ. And then so I went to bed. And so then when I finally got up, I was like, first order of business.
That part. You should have did that before your ass went to sleep, but that's okay.
No, and also no, absolutely not. Because that fucking DoxyPep, it tells you to take it on a glass of water and do not lie down for at least 30 minutes afterwards. And because at least for me, I ignored all of that. And the first time I took it and laid down, and baby, I woke up and the room was spinning and everything, because it says, and you're supposed to eat it on with food on your stomach too. So because it's a antibiotic.
It's an antibiotic,
so,
yeah.
You absolutely are not supposed to take it and then go to sleep or lay down. So
I mean, some people's regimen takes a little bit longer before they actually hit the bed per se. But yes, I'm just saying. I
just want to be clear that by the time I finally made it home at about 7 o'clock, because I had to drop some stuff off, some work stuff off early that morning, because I didn't want to have to deal with it the next day at the office at Trackma at Trackma. I didn't want to have to be bothered with it. So by the time I got home, I took a shower because I had been out in creation and took my ass right to bed. Right to bed. So, and then today I made a little something. Basically, I took 3/4 of a package of gingerbread, ginger snaps, processed them into fine powder with a stick of butter, pressed that into a 9x13 pan, chopped up some apples, sizzled them up, put that aside, then made some toffee, and then poured the toffee over the
gingerbread.
Over the apples, mix all that together, then pour that in the pan. And so that's what I'm gonna eat some of that later on. So now I got a big old pan of, I don't even know what to call it. I'm just gonna call it a toffee apple bake. Sure. I didn't even make it. So, but yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So that's about that.
She's so needy today. What's going on? Listen, can I just tell y'all that when I left, my baby slept on. So we have this good agreement. My child, she loves me from afar, which is fine. But when I'm sick, I notice that she wants to come and lay on me all the time. So it's almost like she feels that I'm sick. But when I'm gone for a long time, she becomes so clingy. I went to sleep and she was just like, I was like, girl, I'm back. Like, I'm not going anywhere. You all right? She's so clingy. She's running around here underneath my leg. Just so y'all know. So y'all may see her pop in the screen, but she's so clingy right now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So yeah, so that was a fun thing. So now we got a few videos to check out, and then you got some stories for us.
Got a couple little pieces of something.
All righty. So which one do I want to start with?
You need to leave.
So let me pause here and come back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I want to start here by saying that in this video, this young man right here, this white guy, saw two black people driving through his neighborhood, and he decided that they didn't belong. And so he told them that they needed to leave his neighborhood. And in the process of that, he had a car accident.
You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
I mean,
you need to leave. You need to leave.
are we still locked in, or
What?
it seems like it's breaking? I don't know if it's breaking up on your side. It's breaking up on mine. Like it wasn't playing.
Oh. Well, let me.
Did it play for every? All I saw was you need to leave, and then it kind of froze.
Oh. I'll add it again. Hold on.
You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
The worst part about this video is that man started bashing his own head against the car.
Listen, Lola, I'm right there with you. Lola said you can't outdo black people. The way they are clowning this man right now.
Yeah. And he 100% deserves it.
And I see Pennsylvania tags, so I'm laughing because I don't know which side he's on. But baby, listen. if it's Philadelphia, I know, and even if it's Pittsburgh, I know. But I feel like it would probably be more so would have been in Philadelphia. But go figure.
Hey, Des. Somebody told me that you've been calling me slow.
Well, bitch, you're not fast.
Oh.
So
Did it stop
What's
for
the
you?
problem?
I'm that's what I'm asking you, cause
Oh, yeah, I said that. I mean, you're not fat.
hey Des, somebody told me that you've been calling me slow.
Well, bitch, you're not fast.
Oh,
So, what's the problem?
I'm that's what
So
I'm asking you,
I just want to
cause
be clear.
Oh, yeah, I said that. I mean, you're not fast.
This is starting and stopping and pausing, and I don't know if it's just on my side or if it's amongst everybody else. I'm not sure if everybody else can see this, but I'm not seeing all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, can somebody drop in the chat if y'all have seen it? Because maybe it's just on my side. But okay.
Josh said it worked.
That was for the.
Yeah, Greg.
Okay.
So maybe it's just you.
Maybe it's me. Okay. All right.
I joined the stream later, so I don't have all of these videos queued up like I did before. So 2 more.
Plus, I already know what's going to be in a Halle Berry film.
yeah.
So I'm gonna pause it and go back to the beginning. So this is this guy, that's Jordan the Stallion and Halle Berry. So I just want you to listen to the description here.
Plus, I already know what's going to be in a Halle Berry film.
You do?
I do, yeah.
What's going to be inside of a Halle Berry?
Okay, let me get. You are going to be trying to save somebody. You're doing the iconic head tilt like you're doing right now, and you're going to be in a distressed wig.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's okay. Well, I know what's going to be in your little videos, but I still watch them.
Oh, is that what's going to be in my little videos? If you know what it is, what is it? Oh.
Okay. Bring it in. Recipe. Reaction.
I'm not gonna lie to you, touche. It's like looking in a mirror. But
So the worst part of that was when he said that Halle Berry's is going to be trying to save somebody and that she will be in a distressed wig.
I didn't hear all of that. It's my end is just crazy. I don't know what it is. It's choppy because it's stopping and starting on my end. I'm sorry.
And then we have one more, and this one was actually kind of sad. It actually, I'm not I'm not a crier. I just as soon cut your throat as look at you. But
Well, yeah. The fuck.
Okay, good afternoon. Tell me your name, please.
Hi, Judge. My name is Amara Leah Bryan.
Okay, hi. You're here for initial appearance. You had a failure to appear for a petty theft. Your bond is currently set at $500.
There was an offer made to Ms. Bryan of an adjudication credit cost investigation to OPD in the amount of $339.70, and there's a no return to target at 4650 Millennia Plaza Way.
She would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
Okay, Miss Bryan. Did she swear in already? Can you raise?
Solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're going to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes. Oh, yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, I've been handed a plea form with your name on it. Is this your signature at the bottom?
Yes, it is. I signed it just now.
Okay, did anyone force, threaten, or coerce you into signing the plea form?
No.
Okay, and so you understand by signing this, you'd be giving up your right to go to trial and to contest the charges in this case?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And I have to tell you, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported based upon this plea. I tell everybody that. Are you aware of that?
Oh, but I am.
That's great.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And you're thinking clearly today? You understand what we're doing here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Great. I'll find that you are alert and intelligent and represented by counsel. I'll accept your plea of no contest to the charge of petty theft. I'll sentence you to credit for time served. You have 1 day.
It's 50.
I'm sorry, 50. You have 50 days time served. I'll adjudicate you guilty. You'll also have to pay a cost of investigation of $339.70 to Orlando Police Department. You're not to return to the target at 4650 Millennia Plaza Way. Okay? You have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence in this case. The appeal must be in writing. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, one will be appointed for you.
And Your Honor, in her case, I would just ask that her court costs be reduced to a civil judgment.
Okay, I'll reduce your court costs and fines to a civil judgment, okay?
Okay.
339.70. And she'll be released as discharged.
Yeah, I was.
I didn't hear all of it because it was going in and out, but I got the gist of it.
That young lady stole something worth $50 from this Target in Orlando and spent 50 days in jail while this was all working its way through the system. And I honestly believe that had she not had a black public defender, she'd probably still be in jail right now. But listening to that child, that woman, because that's a grown woman, she is not a child physically, but mentally, listening to her talk, I'm not clear that, like, okay, so does a 5-year-old know that you're not supposed to steal from Target? Yes. But do they know the way that an adult, like 27, 30-year-old knows, you know? And I'm like, I was just beside myself when I saw it. And I was like, this is, I honestly believe that if she had not had that black public defender, they wouldn't have given a shit. They would have been like, they wouldn't have put out any effort to try to help this woman.
So they reduced her court costs, and then did they throw their case out, or because I couldn't hear the end of it?
She said that she entered a plea of no contest. So, and she was barred from going back to the Target at whatever that address was. But it looked like she didn't have to pay anything out of pocket, and she got credit for time served, which was 50 days. 50 days for stealing something worth $50 from Target. This woman who clearly has some significant issues going on. Yeah.
Well, like Lola said, but it's Florida, so
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I didn't necessarily mean to end it on a this segment on a down note, but it's one of the things that we talk about, right, is when we talk about elections having consequences, we're starting to see what those consequences look like. And this is far down the thing, right? But when you start to have an administration and the idea that, by definition, if you see a black person that they got their job because of DEI, and then you see something like this, and everybody watching this knows that if she had not had a black public defender, one, that young lady might have even clammed up. She might have not even been able, because she's in Florida, so she might not have been open to the woman. And if that woman, if it had been another public defender, I mean, he could have, but there's a better chance that the public defender, if it wasn't a black person and especially a black woman, might not have done what she did for her. whatever. So these are little things that I talk about when we say, elections have consequences. And right now we're going through a fucking government shutdown.
That part. So shout out to those people that may be affected directly or indirectly. So your spouses, family members, kids, aunts, uncles, whoever. Because I know it's only day one, and I don't know the way this standoff is. It seems like it's going to go because it's now a political thing. It's a left versus the right, and they're fighting over or squabbling over some of the littlest of shit, in my opinion. But they're also trying to make a point from the conservative side, as far as I'm concerned. But I am not a politician, but I just definitely think that this is. I hope it's going to be a short period of time, but I don't think it's going to be a short period of time.
Nope.
So, praying for those who may be affected. So, we all eventually will be affected at some particular point.
One way,
because
or
we also have to think about the fact that some of these people that are federal government employees also took that buyout that he offered when he first came back into office. And some of the people took the retirement. I think it ended as of September, the last day of September. And so some of those people are going to be leaving the federal government on top of this shutdown and people not coming back. And so there's a lot that's
a lot of those people that got that buyout, there was something that needed to be approved by Congress that is caught up in all of this. So now you don't have a job and you don't get that, that big chunk of money that sort of, if at least for some people, made the calculus work.
Right. And I remember having this whole conversation with actually another friend who, because she fell into a different category. Had she waited, she would have lost, I think she said $500 or $700 a month or something like that. I think she said $500 or $700 a month. I was like, girl, what? She was like, yeah, no, I'm out. No, was it more than that? I can't remember, but she would lost a significant amount of change. So, wow. Greg said, and today the orange one said that if Mandami wins in New York, he may cut off federal funds to the city. How can he get away with this shit? See, this this is political extortion as far as I'm concerned, and you're trying to prove a point, and they're banking on, in my opinion, they're banking on this political party staying in office for a very long time. And I can tell you that as long as they stay in office, they're going to make assumptions about certain people. They're going to make assumptions about the way things should be. And they are definitely going to make assumptions about the groundwork that they are trying to lay for the future party members and how they can continue on operating in this fucked up way. That's what I'm gonna say. So, voting is definitely important. I just it saddens me. The more I think about it, the more I start thinking about the connections and the politics. It saddens me. So I'm getting a little tongue tied because I get a little irritated with this. But here we are. What else you got?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm ready for some stories. I'm ready for the news, all of the news that we don't see,
All righty, let's see what we can do. Now, what are we doing here? Come on. Now we done had this whole conversation. I should say conversation, but we done had this whole. I got multiple screens up and now stuff don't want to work. But okay. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Can we pull this back up again? Hold on, y'all. Let's see if we can get back to the news. Baby, I swear, the more technologically advanced we supposedly get, the more issues that we seem to friggin' have, and I just don't understand it. Ooh, okay. Vamp for me, please. I'm looking for another way to access this because now I can't even open up my screen that was open. It's no longer there.
I'm somebody, ain't nobody gonna hold me down. I'm somebody. Somebody. Somebody.
Keep on vamping.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Listen to the sound here in my heart. I don't know the words. Listen.
Now, I just want you all to know that everything on this screen has been set and waiting, and any other time I go to access it, I can actually pull it up. But today, for some reason, it is now.
You should have emailed. You're supposed to email it to me, sir. Oh, cause you won't, just cause you don't listen. Listen, I am alone at a crossroads. I am just ready for my own home. And I tried and I tried and decided you should have known. Oh, now I'm done believing you. You don't know what to do. As long as you lay with me, as I that you thought you came to me.
No battery.
I can't. Okay, so I am. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to have this conversation and
Just
talk
read
about
the
this.
story. You don't have to share them. Just read them.
I can't. What it would be great if I could read them because I can't even open up the document at this particular point, which is the problem that I had because it's been sitting open all the entire time.
Hold on. So just pause. No one asked for the opinion of the critic from San Francisco.
I'm not thinking about Greg. And nobody could think about Greg.
And Lola, I thought we was down. It's all good though.
In any event, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about what I had to talk about, and I'm going to let me see if I can access it a different way, so I can, so that I can get you guys on your way. I wanted to. I'm not going to remember all of this, but I had some information in here about. There's a feud that's going on between Cardi B and also Nicki Minaj, and I had some screenshots of that. There is also I wanted to talk about some new music. A couple people this week that had singles out, as well as a couple people that also had albums coming out. Mariah Carey had a single that's been out. Besides the Dangerous Type, she had another single that came out, and her actual album was released as well. Doja Cat had an album that was released this week. And then also Khalid had Khalid had a song that came out this week. And besides Doja having her album came out, there was also another single from her album that came out. Her album is actually generating a lot of buzz. as of late. She's doing this 1980s supermodel type of vibe and like pop artist type of thing, and people are like just receiving it very, very well. And they're, you know, she's doing Doja. That's all that she's doing. She's not doing anything.
I have the tweet from Cardi.
There's a couple of them that I was trying to share, and I specifically was holding on to a couple of things from the screenshots that I definitely wanted to talk about. But hold on one second. Let me see if I can get this, because this might work. Probably not. In task. Nope, it's not working. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, this is where we are. But I did have some information. I also had some information about there was a pageant that went on, and there were some shenanigans that went on with the pageant. The winner of the pageant her name was Midori, and there was some controversy about her as well as another contestant that was in the show, and they have gone on to do some really nasty things to one another. But I can't even talk about that. So yeah, we're just gonna vamp it and call it a day, and that's what we're gonna do. So that's all I got, and I'm sorry. I can't. I am not. What are we doing?
Okay, we just want to leave it then with Lola insulting me about my fabulous singing performance, you know. So I know it was good, and that's all that really matters. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. So
was it an insult, or was it what did you say, painful truth?
I think we all know the answer to that.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm speaking from a non-singing perspective. That's what I'm speaking from.
Mm-hmm.
I am a non-singer.
Mm-hmm.
I am a talker.
Mm-hmm.
And I will talk my way through a song and make it my own. And baby, you know, I will. That's what I do. So,
oh, come on, Lola. Was it an insult or was it an observation? Okay, Lola. All right. You're getting real spicy I think all of a sudden. We're going to have to call you to HR.
A cruel observation. What the fuck? I am so irritated right now. So irritated. Like every document that I've ever opened is now popping up and they're the wrong documents and everything is open. Oh, I cannot with this right today. But anyway, that's all I got, people. I don't have anything else. I can't even sit and fill it in anymore. My computer is doing lots of shows, and that's all I got. And yeah, that's the God's honest truth, and that's where we are, and that's what we got going on. So sorry.
Well, all right, kids. Well, then we will see you all same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, we're gonna see you next week because that's all I got.
All right, love. Now, it has been fun. It has been interesting. It has been real, but has it been real interesting? You'll let us know by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and telling a friend to subscribe to the BGKH Show with Dominion and Epic. All right, kids, we are out. Any last words?
You know, thank y'all for being patient with us. Thank y'all for sticking in with us. You know, this is what we do, and we're gonna roll with the punches, and that's where we at. So,
all righty.